Welcome to Supernatural Grace. This is Lori. This is video 2 on sharing with you guys some tips about our new kids ministry room with the purpose to make it supernatural and easy access for the kids to hear from God. Now, if you notice in the first video, I was sharing with you guys a couple stations that we are currently working on. And the purpose of that is to have different stations to help the kids develop a perfect or beautiful relationship with God. We are focusing on different things. For example, we are focusing on seeing. A lot of kids have visions, they have dreams from God, and we want our kids to notice that that's a way that God speaks to them, and that's why we did a station specifically for them to draw what they see and what God is speaking to them on that Sunday or that particular day. We also have a station for the kids that like to hear from God, and that was the station where they can sit and read their Bible in a specific place, where they can meditate on the Word or just wait for the voice of God to come and speak to them in their heart. We also been making stations where they can feel that they can create something, and that's why we had the Lego wall. They can have a feeling that God is telling them, this is what I want you to do, or this is what this is what God is really telling them in their heart, and we're just letting them have the freedom to create what God is saying to them. Even with Legos, it's like amazing to see what our kids come with creations that God is really showing them and telling them to do. Have you guys noticed, this is just a few stations that we have been working on. I did mention the prayer wall, and the purpose for that is because we want our kids to know that we love them, and when they have a prayer request, as the leaders, we will be praying for them. So the idea is that the kids will write down their prayer request on a piece of paper, have it on the prayer wall, and then as the leaders, we will read the note, and then we will put our initials, because we want the kids to know that when they go back next Sunday and they grab their piece of paper where they wrote down their prayer, someone read it, someone maybe as a leader, like God gave us a word, or God gave us a picture or any message for the kids, we will write it down back to them, and we want them to know what God is saying. And we want them to know, hey, any concerns that you have or any prayer requests, we care for you, we love you. We also have like a basketball area. We have places where the kids do arts and craft, and they play games, and that is normal in every ministry. And that is just kind of like what we're working on. God was really leading us to make different stations that it will help the kids to hear from Him, to learn how to hear from Him, because not everyone hears God the same way. And we want our kids to know that they're in a younger age, and it's okay for you to hear God differently than everyone. There's gonna be people that see visions, they see angels. There's people that can hear the voice of God. There's people that can feel the presence of God, even smell the presence of God. And we are constantly reminding them that there's different ways how God speaks to each other or to each of us, because we all different and unique, but we are all loved by God. And that is like the message that we really have in our heart in our kids ministry. But the most focus that we are focusing is that we want our kids to know that God really is speaking, because He loves us. And it doesn't matter the way how you hear from God, but what it matters is that He will always be speaking to them. He will always be speaking to you. He will always be speaking to me, because He loves us. So that is a conclusion of the first video, now this and the second video, that I wanted to share with you guys.